During this video, we will take a look inside a student's account, and this could be helpful for parents, guardians, tutors, just to understand the look and feel of what students have in their courseware platform. So here we have the home page for a student. Brittany is my demo student, and we can see the 3 courses she is in. At the top, this is the home page. We have the ability to message the teacher, only the teacher, and vice versa, no students. Note-taking, and then this is for a different program, and then we can sign out. We can also create a portfolio report if we wanted to, that would include all of the courses. Let's take a look at the outside course tile because it gives a pretty good amount of information. In this particular class, biology, I know that the teacher has a start and end date on this course because I have a colorful running man. We can see when the end dates of the courses are, and then we have 3 different grades. We have an on-target grade, course grade, current grade. I'm going to start at the bottom to explain the differences. The current grade right now is a B, 84%. This is the quality of work, and what has been turned in thus far is an 84%. The course grade, if we think of an entire course and all of the assignments that are required for completion, this is still counting in zeros for everything that has not yet been turned in. So eventually, these 2 grades will catch up with one another. The course grade, as the student completes assignments, this will catch up to the current grade. We have a new grade this year. It's called the on-target grade. On-target is to help with pacing. So when the student has a start date and an end date, every assignment gets auto-generated on when is the suggested due date. So we're going to go into this class and we're going to take a look at what that looks like. But basically, we want students to stay on target or ahead of target. And if we turn anything in late or we are past the due date, this is going to fall behind. When we do complete everything, this will also catch back up. All right, so this is the homepage of the student. Now let's go in and see what they see as they begin to work. Our courses the structure is pretty similar for all of our courses. We have a student orientation and a syllabus. We'll have units. We will have an end of the semester exam. And within each unit, the student may have a pretest. They're going to have what we call modules or chapters. This is where the work and the reading of the material and taking notes and taking a quiz happens. There could be discussion questions where the student simply answers a question in a discussion platform format. And then there might be course activities. Teachers have the option to keep activities, keep discussion questions, keep the pretest, and or turn them off. It really just depends on if this is first-time credit recovery, and what the school deems is appropriate for earning that credit. We can see, again, those 3 grades as a student, my on-target, my current, and my course. I can see this pacing bar, how much have I completed out of this course. I've done 19 out of 33 activities, and then the total time on task. When I was talking about the end date, the start date and end date of a course, when those are created, when the section and the class is created by the administration, once that's populated and the student has access to the course, every assignment is it's auto-generated for a particular due date to help them keep on track. If a teacher needs to edit a particular end date for a student, maybe they were on vacation or they were away from school for a while, if they needed to adjust a particular due date, right? And this is a suggested due date to help keep the students on track. So with this color coding up here, we can see what is my weekly target? What do I need to do for this week? What am I past due on? So maybe I've got some time and I need to really focus on what's past due. So if you'll notice, this on target grade is 42.56%, even though I am 8 activities ahead of pace. Just because I'm 8 activities ahead of pace doesn't mean that I have turned in work that was previously due. So that's just a little trying to figure out the math on these 3. So a student will want to know what is past due, what is in progress, what have I started and I haven't completed, and then they can always see all of the work that they have completed. Just to give you an idea of what does it look like for a student, if you wonder what does the curriculum look like? Well, each curriculum or each chapter, they're going to have a tutorial and a mastery test. So let's take a look here at what that might look like for a student and the courseware curriculum. It is in a slideshow mode. Every screen will be different. We want it to be active learning for the student. It's not all video, it's not all text, it's not all drop and drag activities. We want it to be active learning. So there might be a warm-up question. There might be a drop and drag, an activity, a checking for understanding, watching a short video. So as they go through the content, they will be able to go through this tutorial and they'll be given sample answers. The tutorial is not meant to be graded. This is the lesson. So if you think of a traditional class, we ask student questions. We might say, try again, and we're not graded on it. And we'll give them the correct answer. We want this to be an independent learning opportunity. So again, the students will go through their course and some pages will have a lot of content and some will not. Over to the left, in all of our courses, they're going to have a table of contents, a place to take notes. This folder is the resources folder, and there's guided notes for core classes. Guided notes are fantastic. They are editable PDFs, and they follow this particular tutorial. So it's a really great resource for students to go through and actually know what should I be taking notes on, because that's not always the case. Sometimes a teacher might say, take notes, and the student may take notes on the wrong thing. So this helps them know what to take notes on, fill this out as they go through the tutorial, and then use that as a study guide as they complete the course when they get to the mastery test. There will be a glossary, a dictionary, a text-to-speech if they want it read aloud to them. There is a translation feature. So if a student needs this translated into their native language, they can choose the language that they would like, translate, and it will populate below. There will be calculators and graphing tools that are pertinent to that particular course. They will not need anything outside of courseware in order to complete it and earn that credit. And then there's a highlighter. So this is the look and feel of what the course. Now, you may have been given access or an invitation by the school to have access to what we call Parent Sensei. And if you have not received that welcome letter, possibly you might want to reach out to administration and let them know that you would like access to Parent Sensei. And that is going to be a way for you to log into your own account. And I'm going to show you what that looks like, so that you might not have this, you're not going to have this exact same look, but you're going to have access to progress and current grades. So let's take a look at what Parent Sensei would look like. Here is the login page. You would have been sent this information, a welcome, and to sign up with your account. You would have your email and you would have a password. And let's go in to see what Parent Sensei looks like. If you have more than one student, you can select either student and check in on their work. As we discussed here, the parent or guardian or tutor is going to be able to see what courses are they taking, how many activities, total time on task, the start date, due date, the progress bar, and then we do have access to the learner progress report where they can check on each assignment, the first date, the time on task, when did they complete it, were they exempt, So really this whole kind of a report card for this particular course, they will have access to via the parent Sensei. Thank you for joining us to learn more about what courseware looks like from the student end.